I imagine a lot of you are tired of hearing me yap about One Punch Man. By a show of hands, how many of you had enough of a 31-year-old man complaining about an anime? No hands? Interesting. Okay, then I'm gonna keep going.
What about me? You forgot that I have my hand raised. Anyways, I'm tired of hearing all the rants out there, so I might as well dive into the nitty gritty of the show and express my thoughts on it. What's up, YouTube? It's PikaTauros here. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video, and welcome to my commentary channel. Today's video is about... wait for it. One Punch Man. Oh yes, I show up with a bald guy wearing a yellow suit and a cape, with red fists second and one to KO his opponents. Okay. One Punch Man is by far one of my favorite anime shows of all time. I started with season 1, which is what I call the GOATed season. As a huge fan of One Punch Man, I'm going to have to say, the plot was really interesting and the anime stood out well. My favorite part of the show is a One Punch workout because it makes you believe you'll become strong and mighty like a hero through intense, consistent training. Not to mention, I've tried doing this in real life and it gave me some useful values. However, when transitioning to the next season, the show just happens to get worse. One of the key lessons anime teaches its viewers is about the power of friendship and to never give up. There is always hope, but that's fantasy. In real life, you have no friends. Everyone hates you, and in One Punch Man Season 3, there is no such thing as hope. Penguin Z0 probably, aka Mr. White Mudahar. Do not confuse this 31-year-old, 5'6" troglodyte with Muda or the Indian Moist Critical. Now, I've watched episode 8 of One Punch Man Season 3 yesterday, as well as episode 7 from last week and episode 6 from the week before. For context, Season 3 airs one new episode every week following its premiere that started on October 12, 2025. The season is scheduled to have 12 episodes in total, with new installments airing weekly on Sundays. So this means episode 8 already aired this week starting on Sunday. You guys can't see it, but it's so sad. My eyes are filled with tears, and the tears are then flowing down into my cheeks. I hate to say it, but One Punch Man Season 3 sucks. Let me tell you why. 1. The animation was low quality. I mean, look at the rendering of the Garu slide. You see how he's not moving his legs? I know, right? Exactly. You get the point right after I give you an example of how awful the animation is. 2. The entire episode is just those 20 minutes of yapping with those god-awful neon colors, which is just outright boring. And 3. The last but not least of the teeny tiny details, parts of the characters were cropped out of the frame. Now get ready for episode 6, because everything in this episode is a huge disaster with zero redeemable qualities. Take a look at the rating. The 6th episode of One Punch Man Season 3 currently has an IMDb rating of 1.4 out of 10. Wait a minute. Episode 6 is now rated lower than the lowest rated episode of Velma.
Velma.
Bravo, Bandai! By the way, this was 11 days ago, so as the rating as of now is far worse than this. Also, why did the animator draw the tornado girl in an outlandish way? Please explain. In fact, it is even worse than the final episode of The Promised Neverland and any episode from X-Arm. The plot of X-Arm is poorly written, but I think that the animation is as high quality as a living 3D printed model. It's better than One Punch Man Season 3, which is still better than Berserk 2016. On to the 7th episode, you can see that the rating is still shit, but better than the previous episode, which is still incredibly depressing. As I'm recording this video, episode 8 just came out. Want to hear how bad it is? It's actually better than you think. It is the first episode to have true movement of characters. The fight scenes really have motion and are quite interesting. As you can see, it turns out the amount of frames per second from this clip of the 8th episode isn't actually that bad in my opinion. You might be asking yourself a question like, what kind of world am I living in now? Am I living in a South Park episode? Surely, I'm not. It is actually Bandai that makes those shitty animations in Season 3 due to a lack of budget they were willing to allocate into the season, and time given to the JC staff to work on it. If only Bandai can fulfill these two requirements, then JC staff would have been able to deliver good quality animation as long as they have enough time and resources to do so. The problem is, Bandai deprived JC of those key factors making a good show, sadly. So therefore, it's making the JC staff the bad guys now, even though I think Bandai is the bad guy here, making things awful. Nonetheless, the rating, as I suppose, should be better than the last two episodes preceding this one. And you guessed it, 6.7. I'm not kidding. It's literally 6-7. We have episode 6, then episode 7. No! I would also like to point out that there are, in fact, writing flaws for the show. Season 3 also has writing issues. Now, the original manga arc? Good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
If you haven't read the manga, go check it out, because the manga adaptation is amazing. Emotional stakes, character development, tension building, chef's kiss. Season 3? The adaptation is so choppy, it feels like someone cut up the chapters with safety scissors and pasted them on a corkboard in random order. It's not all bad, but it's close. To be fair, like very fair, the season does have a few bright spots. A handful of scenes are actually well animated. Some jokes still land. And the voice actors, they're doing God's work trying to save this damn thing. The reason fans are mad isn't just because the season is bad. It's because it didn't have to be. One Punch Man has S-tier material, one of the best arcs in all of Shonen, and a fan base ready to throw money at merch, Blu-rays, or anything. However, Bandai has ruined all of this recently. You guys won't believe me for the first time, but Season 3 is rough, painful, unfortunate, but even if the animation fumbled harder than the king in a real fight, the manga is still incredible, and maybe, just maybe, one day we'll get the adaptation the saga deserves. Stay tuned for the next episode, because I swear it gotta be better. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video. So yeah, I just wanted to share my opinions on One Punch Man Season 3 with you guys, and put this on your radar. Anyways, that's about it. See ya.